Hello, and welcome to iFloor's Do-It-Yourself Training video series. This video runs about 6 minutes long and will teach you how to glue down your brand new 5/16" hardwood floor. It may seem complicated at first, but after reviewing this tape, you'll see just how easy it is. We'll take you through step by step, from ripping up and the disposal of your old floor, to preparation of the subfloor, and finally, gluing down your new floor. The first step is obvious. You've got to rip up your old flooring, which we'll assume is carpet. This step will take a little sweat and some brute strength on your part. Carpeting can be heavy, and it all comes up in one big piece. We suggest that you start ripping up that old carpet along the wall where the door to the room is located. That way you can start to roll it up away from the door. This makes it easier to move out through that door once you've rolled it up on the opposite side of the room. Once you've removed the old carpet from the room, you'll need to remove all the carpet tacks located all around the room. A simple claw hammer will do the job nicely. You'll also need to use a scraper to remove any leftover glue from where your tack strip was installed. Now that the carpet and carpet tacks are removed from the room, you need to inspect the entire floor for surface cracks, uneven levels, and foreign material. What you want is a perfectly even, flat surface on your entire subfloor. This is an important part because your new hardwood floor isn't as flexible as carpet and needs a clean, even surface for proper glue down. So, scrape any leftover residue, glue, or foreign matters off your subfloor. In this video, you'll see our subfloor is actually cement. You'll notice that our cement subfloor is fairly level, but we need to clean up a few patches. Plus, we need to repair some existing cracks and holes from the nails in the tack strip. When patching concrete, use a 3/16 by 3/16 by 3/16 trowel and apply your leveling compound as evenly as possible onto every crack in your subfloor. You might have to wait a day for the leveling compound to dry, but once it's dry, you're ready to sand it down and create a level surface on your subfloor. Next up, clean that subfloor of all residue and make sure it's dry. Now we've prepped our subfloor. It's ready to lay our new 5/16" hardwood flooring. The very first thing you will do is pick the longest wall in the room and lay a chalk line 1 1/2 feet away from the wall on the subfloor. Why? And this is important. This is your reference line that will help you keep all the planks even to the wall. At this point, you want to lay out and dry fit your first 3 to 4 rows of flooring planks. We're not going to use any glue yet. We want to make sure everything looks good and lines up perfectly. This is also a good time to measure all of your cuts. After these rows are laid out perfectly, move them all together slowly away from the wall. Now it's glue time. We suggest you slowly apply an even coat of glue to the surface of your subfloor over the area where the planks were originally laid out. Here's a note of advice. As you spread the glue out over the entire surface, try to keep it from clumping to reduce the possibility of high spots. Once the glue is spread out, very carefully place the planks on top of the glued area, taking care not to spread the glue or adhesive on the finished surface of the planks, or in any of the grooves of the plank. Any excess glue in the grooves of the planks makes the planks much harder to fit tightly together. Now, as you fit each plank in its place, you'll notice as you come to the end near a wall, that some planks will need to be measured and cut for a proper fit against the existing wall or pip or cabinets. You get the idea. A word of advice: measure twice, cut once. Now it's time to lay your entire floor, spreading the glue evenly and laying plank after plank on top. Make sure you use a pry bar and spacers to ensure your expansion gap. Once you've covered the entire room with your new floor, you'll want to lay several long strips of painter's tape diagonally across the entire rows. This will hold all the rows of hardwood in place. Good. You've done it. Now it's time to leave your new floor to set overnight. Here are some very helpful tips in making your new hardwood flooring look perfect. 1. You may have to use a heavy roller to make sure the flooring adheres to the underlay of the glue properly. Go ahead, use that roller, but be careful not to scratch that new floor. 2. When fitting your planks together, you may want to use a rubber mallet to help pull a new row of flooring tight together. 3. When you're fitting for wood door jambs, undercut the jamb using a jam saw or a flat pull saw. Make sure you measure the thickness of the product you're installing. This will tell you how high to make your cuts. In our case, the door jambs are metal, so the planks will need to be notched out to accommodate the door jambs. 4. After you've let your new floor sit overnight, you can remove the painter's tape. You may notice that some areas of your new floor have glue residue on the surface. Removal of that residue is easy. Just wipe that floor clean with mineral spirits on a rag. And finally, 5. You may see some very small imperfections or slight cracks in your new hardwood floor. You can use a little filler or color putty. Either will do the job perfectly. There, you've done it. That's how easy it is to install your new 5/16" glue-down hardwood floor. Thanks for watching. For more helpful tips and how-to videos, go to ifloor.com and click on Education.